There are two types of droughts, the kind that parch the ground and the kind that parch the soul. For 3 long years, neither had rained on Israel. Crops were dying, rivers were drying up. People's faith was drying up too. They'd traded the one true God for Baal, the god of the fertility and the rain. And now their souls were as cracked and thirsty as the earth, except for one man, Elijah, who refused to give up. He knew God wasn't through with him yet. God wasn't through with Israel either. He had a message for them, all of them. Ahab, Jezebel, and all the people of Israel, along with the 450 prophets of Baal, they were all going to meet him at Mount Carmel. When the time came, the whole nation showed up. You could almost feel the tension in the air. Elijah stepped forward and said, "Hey everyone, we have a problem. We've turned our backs on God. But here's the good news. God is still on the throne, and he's given me a challenge to see which one of you is the real God. How do we figure this out? Simple. Choose a bull. Each of you will cut it into pieces and lay it on your altar. Don't use fire to burn it, though. It's got to be a sacrifice, a special kind of fire from heaven. You know, just between us, I think you're going to lose. But hey, maybe you'll surprise me. Maybe Bull can light his own bull on fire. In fact, why don't you go ahead and start the sacrifices? I'll wait right here till you're finished." So the prophets of Baal did what they were told. They cut the bull into pieces and laid it on the altar. Then they started to call out to their God. All day long they shouted and screamed and danced and even cut themselves with knives and swords, just like they'd seen the prophets of Baal do before. But guess what? No fire fell from heaven. Not a single spark. As the sun began to set, Elijah stepped in and said, "You know, maybe he's running late. Or maybe, just maybe, he doesn't have enough strength to light the sacrifice today. You know, he must be so tired after all that traveling." But still, there was no answer. No voice, no fire, nothing. At that moment, they realized Baal wasn't who they thought he was. Wasn't the all-powerful God they claimed him to be. It was time for Elijah to step up and show them the difference between a prophet of God and a false prophet. He rebuilt the altar of the Lord, not with stones, but with 12 stones, one for each of the tribes of Israel. Then he laid the wood and the bull in place and drenched everything in water. He did it twice, then again for good measure. Finally he prayed, "Oh God, show these people today that you are the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Show them that you are in control of the wind, the rain, and the very stars above. Let it be known today that you are God over all the earth. You alone are most high above all other gods." In that moment, something incredible happened. Fire fell from heaven and consumed everything. The bull, the wood, the stones, and even the water. It was like the mountain was on fire. People fell down and shouted, "The Lord, He is God. It's the Lord, He is God." This wasn't just fire on a mountain. It was a fire that burned away the lies and turned hearts back to the truth. When the world bows to idols, stand up like Elijah. Build your altar. Trust in God, because when you stand for Him, He'll answer. And His fire still falls today.